Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bob here, and welcome back to Trainz Simulator 3, where today is a train review. Yeah, not a route review this time, just a train review. And this train is a very special one. This is the ICE 4. Yeah, well, the first time I've gotten an ICE train in the Trainz mobile franchise. I don't think we ever got an ICE train back in Trainz Simulator 2. So here it is, the ICE 4. So this version actually, there's actually multiple versions of the ICE 4 in the content store, and I got the full pack, which is the $5 one, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. So let's get to it. But before we do that, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. Alright, so the first version of the ICE 4 that we're taking a look at is just the stock standard version in the DB red livery that, well, I say DB red, DB white with the red stripe livery that we've all come to know and love, as this is pretty much the most famous livery of the ICE. Now, all these different ICE trains are pretty much the same looking. Really the only difference is delivery, so we'll just look at one and then, yeah. So here's, of course, the front coach. And, of course, you have a bunch of different coaches as well, which look very, very nicely detailed, actually. This is one of the better detailed trains here in Trainz Simulator 3. Of course, the pantograph car. I think this train is like 12 coaches long. Or it might be longer than that, actually. But, yeah, there's all the different coaches. Yeah. Oh, that's the restaurant car. Shouldn't that be in the middle of the train? Yeah, I'm not sure if this consist is actually realistic. I just went with one with the default consist that you get with this pack. But here's the further back coaches, and there's the other end of the train. So there it is then, the full consist of the ICE 4. Let's take a look at the cab interior. And here it is. Very nice looking cab. One thing worth noting about this ICE 4 is that this isn't actually exclusive to this. Oh, look at that! That looks actually really cool. This isn't exclusive to this Trainz Simulator 3 version on mobile. This is actually one of the trains they get in Trainz 2022 over on the PC. So this is really just a PC port to mobile. But really no differences though, as this train was actually built after the E2 engine, so that's why it's so highly detailed. And I believe we can also go inside the passenger coaches. Got passenger view. There you go, passenger view in this coach here. Very, very nice looking passenger view indeed. Yeah, detail. Oh, look at that. It's even got words on it. Yeah. I have to say, the detail on this one is very good, actually. One of the best we have here in Trainz Simulator 3. Let's take a look at this one. I'm not sure if all the coaches have... okay, I don't think all the coaches have passive view. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'm not sure which ones do. Okay, that one doesn't. Let's see, this one does, but it's the same one. Okay, looks like only a couple of coaches actually have a passive view. Yeah. But hey, a passive view is nice. But yeah, I think that's... Okay, does this car have a passive view? No, I don't know, it does? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which codes have passive view and which ones don't. I think only a couple of them actually do, so that's just, yeah, okay. Looks like they have the same passive view. Well, no. Okay, well, no. Just some of these coaches have a passive view, some of these do not, though. And they have this coach here, which is... Oh, this one's just the rearward-facing cab. Okay. Alright. Well, there it is. That is the exterior and the interior of the entire ICE 4 train set. So the horn is a bit buggy. Yeah. Okay, this train does have a horn. I was able to make it work earlier, but it's a bit buggy. It doesn't seem to work all the time. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah. I think this train does have a horn, but only if you can actually get it to work. Unfortunately, mine doesn't seem to be working right now, but, yeah. I have been able to play the horn, though. It's not really that impressive, all things considered, so, yeah. Well, there it is in the ICE 4 in the standard red livery. Of course, we will go through all these trains like super detail. We'll just skim through them. Up next is the green ICE4, which is actually a more recent thing that's actually been common on the ICE trains. I'm not sure how common though, but yeah, this here, yeah, here we have an ICE4 in the green livery. Yeah, I think the interior and details are the same. It's just the livery is different. This green livery. Yeah, this I guess this pack has a couple bugs because not only does the horn seem to not work. Yeah, but the this green livery doesn't actually work correctly sometimes. Like it just displays the old red livery. And it takes some time to sort of get the green livery to load. Fortunately, I've been able to get it to work for this video, but you may have some issues if you try to use the green livery. But here it is. Then it's pretty much just the red livery, but of course the red has been replaced with green, as it's supposed to be a more eco-friendly. Yeah, take the ICE train because it's a more eco-friendly way to travel. Pretty much. But yeah, so that's the red livery and that's the green livery. So now we got some other interesting liveries. So I guess one thing that's also worth pointing out. Now, this red and this green livery, you can actually get these two liveries standalone, but it's about $3 a pop. So really, if you want the ICE4 here in Trainz Simulator 3, I would actually recommend getting this livery pack, pretty much, or this version of this pack. So there's three different ICE packages, I guess, here in Trainz Simulator 3. There's two standalone packages, which either gets you the red one or the green one, which is $3. And then there's the ICE4 collection pack, which is $5, but gives you 5 different liveries. So those are the two you can get standalone. So now let's take a look at the ones that are exclusive to this pack. So first up, we have the green plug livery, which also become pretty commonplace now on IC trains more recently. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Deutschland, I'm guessing that's some sort of message for ecoisms. I don't know German, but Andrew might be able to correct that one, although Andrew doesn't usually watch these trains videos, but maybe watch this one. We'll see. But otherwise, yeah. The middle coaches, I believe, are all just exactly the same. They're just the regular DB red livery, but of course the fronts have this actually pretty cool design, which is a half green, half red livery with a plug, because electricity is better than, well, I guess everything else. Oh, there's a truck outside, of course there is. What are you doing? Of course, there's always something going on here on the Snail Road. Well, I do apologize for any background noises. Nothing I can do about it as I'm recording in the middle of the day this time. Alright, up next is this guy. This is a German flag livery of the ICE4. Look at this. Yeah, this time the red stripe has been replaced with the colors of the German flag. This one is definitely one of my favorites in this whole pack. I actually really like the idea that they had a ICE train with the German flag colors. Unfortunately, it's only for the lead units. I thought that this entire train would be in the German flag livery, but no, the middle coaches are just the regular red versions. It's only the front coaches that have the German flag livery. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's realistic, by the way, or if that's just pro train just deciding to cheap out and only do the front coaches and not the middle ones. But there you go. And in case you're wondering, at the end of these trains, of course, you have the cool liveries as well. So there you go. Now for the final livery in this pack is this. This is the mask livery, which does have some relation to a certain unforeseen event from a few years ago. This one is pretty much the standard red livery, but of course the big difference is the front. It looks like the train is wearing a mask, which is actually kind of cool looking. Yeah, I like it. It's different. But otherwise, I think the rest of the concept is just the regular old Deutsche Bahn livery. And of course, the other end also has the mask thing. There it is. That is everything you get in this ICE4 train pack. 5 different liveries. Well, technically 2 full ones, but then 3 half ones. And yeah, but otherwise, very interesting pack. Oh, and the green livery has decided to stop working because, of course, it has. Alrighty then, well, now we've taken a look at the train, it is time to drive it. Alright, so with this ICE4 train pack, you actually get 4 scenarios, which are for the Europe High Speed route. So the IC4 airport train, IC4 to Halmstad, IC4 to Hessenburg, and IC4 to Hasselholm. Yes, these are for the Europe high speed, by the way, I should mention. And the second that we're going to be doing is the IC4 to Helsingborg. Yeah, so IC1 is ready for departure Helsingborg. This goes most of the route. Actually, you'll see where we're going. And this livery that we're actually driving is the one with the plug-in charging thingamajig. So, let's do this. And here we are. We're at the west end of the line. I mean, the east end. Yeah. Alright, Trainz departure. Drive to Helsingborg today. Alright. Okay, so we're going to be driving in realistic mode, actually, which is something that I usually do, but I think I might can at least do it for the thing. Straight here from Halsahome, and we're going all the way over to here. Alright. Okay, that's the homework, by the way. Oh, there we go. Alright, bit of horn action there. No, okay, got to work one time. There we go. Alrighty. No, come on, put me in the cab. There we go. Okay, we'll release the brake. Put the thing forward. And let's take off. I just noticed the bars actually move up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. That's actually a really cool detail. Wait, we're already at a red. What the heck? It said we're ready for departure, though. No, guess maybe we're... Alright, well, we're taking off. Well, here we go, then. There we go, now the things are working. Here we are in the ICE4. Yeah. Let's turn the lights. This train's pretty quiet. So quiet that you'll probably... My microphone's probably going to pick up some outside noises. Oh, we're speeding a little bit. No. Yeah, I like how it's an electric train, but drives more like a diesel. Okay, train, can stop accelerating now. So the IC4. I've been meaning to get around to looking at this train for quite a while, but there's just so much new content that keeps coming out that I just haven't really been able to do until now. It's actually been a little while since the last German route released, and there was also no American routes to look at either, so I figured the time has finally come. Let's look at the ICE4. And yeah, that's also yet another opportunity to drive on the Europe high speed, which, as of right now, still remains the only electric route here in Trainz Simulator 3. Oh, the paragraph is up. There you go. But yeah. And this is actually the fourth time we've actually driven on this route. First time was actually for the first ever Trainz Simulator 2, Trainz Simulator 3 video, which went well. Then the second time was for the PRRT1 speed test. That was interesting. There was another train there in the standard red livery. Yeah. Yeah, 6 day was PRT1 speed test. Third one was actually not too long ago when we looked at the TGV duplex. I figured why not check out some French machinery, and since it was there. And here we're back again. There's the ICE4. I was actually surprised to find out that they actually included scenarios with these, though, because I haven't bought that many of the Loco DLCs here in Trainz Simulator 3. Probably because I'd like to just get all my trains within the routes. The only standalone trains I've actually gotten, well, of course, is the ones I've actually reviewed, and also the P42 jointed rail, and that one didn't come with any scenarios. I also got, wait, I guess I must also mention the PRT1. I don't think that one comes with a scenario for any particular route, although maybe it has and I just haven't checked. But I want to drive that one on the speed test anyway because, you know, it's a high-speed locomotive. Why not? But yeah, TGV Duplex seems enough came with one scenario, which was for this route. And now we have an IC4, which comes with... No way, they actually... There's a visible train there. They actually made the announcements work for this scenario. Cool. Alright, let's get outside again. So the IC4. It's interesting. I will say this though, the IC4 might be the least interesting out of all the IC trains, because the funny thing is, right, is that this train, for real life purposes, was only built to run on the, or mainly built to run on the slower IC lines. Because of course you have the IC3 and IC Livery D, those are primarily used on the higher speed lines over in Germany. And then you have the IC1 and 2, which I guess are primarily used on the slower lines. And the IC4 is pretty much the replacement for the ICE 1s and 2s. Which is why it's not the fastest thing in the world. That being said, I wonder how fast this Trainz version will get up to. Let's look at the interior cab. Okay, apparently this thing can get up to 400 kilometers per hour. I don't think that's right, but okay. Also, hey, now we're getting some proper run sounds here. Alrighty then, we're driving on the, here on the Europe Road. A nice evening. Oh, gotta slow down soon. Oh, hey, there's the, oh, it's a double set of the, Furcia 1000, the Italian high-speed train. Yeah. Okay, look at the speed limit says it's 270, but it's going up to 230. Yeah, first time I drove on this road, I went pretty badly, to say the least. Yeah. And actually, that was my first ever iPad, or sort of normal iPad video, actually. Yeah, because, of course, way back in early 2022, of course, I did that big reintroduction video. I was like, yeah, I got iPad and everything, and we can make this again. And then the video I made right after that was the Trainz Simulator 2, driving the Furcia 1000 here on the Europe high-speed route. And that was my first ever video in the sort of in the standard format that we're all just kind of used to now. Yeah, Europe high speed. You know something, this is the only high speed route that we have here in Trainz Simulator 3, and it's really the only route that's sort of like a normal sort of mainline route, really. And I really don't know why we haven't gotten one since. I mean, at this point, though, I'm kind of just banking on whenever they add the editing tools here in Trainz Simulator 3, when we can, then we can make our own high-speed routes. But yeah, we're now halfway to 2023, and there's still no sign of the editing tools. At this point, I have no idea when they're gonna come. Oh, there. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what he just said there, but it was announcements in German. Oh, the light's flickering. Yep, okay, do place if there's any sauce. Alright. Okay, how far are we across the route, by the way? We are now about 1/3 of the way there. Alright. Okay, yeah, so this scenario is pretty much just a straight line dash to Homestead. No midway stops. Now, there's actually a default route here in Trainz Simulator 3. So whenever we do get the editing tools, someone could just make an extended version of this route. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, still have no idea when the editing tools are supposed to come here to Trainz Simulator 3. FTV has said in the past that they're gonna add them, but as for when, no idea. Wait, is this the top speed of this train? No. Yeah. You're not picking up speed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's a pretty good shot.
We would like to also invite you in our dining car, which is located in the center of the train.
Ooh, hello.
Coach number 10. There you can enjoy freshly brewed coffee, selected teas, and delicious meals. We look forward to you.
Wow, announcement in English. Cool. That's the guy was mentioning about the dining car. Yay. Oh, this journey is so short though that you won't need it. Yeah, so really the scenario is quite like the TGV one where we have IC trains and as well as the Frocia 1000 high-speed train, which is the default train that runs on this route. Really love this name of Europe high speed. I initially thought this route was just supposed to be like exclusively Italian because of the train was Italian, but really this route I guess could really work for any sort of European setting. So, I mean, if you really want to, you could decide to run any of the trains. Okay, so it goes on the 170 for some reason. But you could also run the what's it called, the TGV duplex and this. You know, when we get a scenario maker as well, I'd like to see someone make a scenario with all the 3 different trains, the IC4, TGV duplex, and the Frocia 1000. You know, I said that many high-speed trains here in Trainz Simulator at the moment. Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, you have the Frocia 1000, which of course is included as one of the default trains. Then you have the TGV duplex and the IC4 standalone DLCs. And the Class 43 HST though is also in this game. That's a that's including 2 different DLCs. Yeah. So yeah. Funny thing I should mention. Yeah, the Class 43 HST is in Trainz Simulator 2, and it's actually included in 2 different add-ons, being the British Midlands 2.0 and the Market Easterly routes. If you're curious about those 2 routes, I have done videos on both of them. I actually do recommend getting the Market Easterly route, because while it is a very small route, you do get a lot of rolling stock in it. British Midlands 2.0, that was okay. You don't get as much included in that one, but the route stuff looks nice at least. Okay, well, speed's going back up to 270, but we're going to be restricted at 230 anyway, because of course we are. And we're now going on the down section. Alright, actually about to pass another train. 6 another Frocia 1000 or another ICE. Let's see. It's another IC4. Alright, and that's a stock stated red line train 1. I've also noticed the sound effects in this train. Well, I already mentioned it, but the sound effects are particularly quiet. I've thought about turning the game volume up. I'm going to leave it where it is now, though, the game volume. If the game volume is a bit quiet, I do apologize. I didn't expect this train to be so quiet. I would have expected there to be those announcements. I would have actually record the game audio track separate from my microphone track if I known that was going to be a thing, but I didn't, so sauce. But there you go. Look how cool this train looks. Okay, I will admit that the front of this train does look a little bit strange. But, it's starting to grow on me now. Oh, full power. In case you're wondering, I guess I might as well mention this because why not? The ICE 4 is also available over in Trainz Simulator Classic. Actually, I just realized it's actually two different versions of this train over in Trainz Simulator Classic. So over in Trainz Simulator Classic, there is a free version of the ICE 4, which is not very good, not very well made. But it's there and it's free. It actually used to cost $20, something like that, when it was first released. But I guess people were saying it was so bad that they're all right, fine, you can have it for free. Yeah. So there's a free version which isn't very good, and then there is an actually good version, but it's really expensive. It's like close to $50, $50 for the IC4 in for the high detail version of Trainz Classic. That one I believe was made by 3D Zug, who a name you guys might actually be familiar with from other Trainz add-ons. But they also make stuff for Trainz Simulator Classic, and they also made this for Trainz Simulator Classic, and it's very highly detailed, got a lot of features in it, but it's very expensive. So, and I don't think it's worth the money. So, if you can, I recommend pirating it if you really want it. Or, if you don't like doing piracy things, just download the free version. The free version isn't as good, but it's free. So, yeah. You know, I'm surprised they actually made the IC4 here for Trainz Simulator 3. When are we going to get the other IC trains? Technically, they do exist over in the PC version. I believe there is an IC1 on the down station. There's also... Funny enough, there actually was an IC3 made for a very early version of Trainz. I believe Trainz Simulator 2009 on the PC version. Otherwise, I don't think there's been a highly detailed version of that. And yeah. Also, I just realized this is the first time I've driven an IC train on the channel in quite a while, actually. Yeah. Actually, I had the IC3 as my profile icon for some time in late 2017. 2017. What the heck? My brain is society wants to stop working today. Yes, 2017. I don't think... No, I don't think they're going to live that long. But yeah, 2017 is what I meant to say. 2027. Where did that come from? Oh, the train! That's the IC one, and then once again the standard red livery. Yes, I was hoping that we would see one in a different livery, but yeah. Sauce. No, speed of distance is 270 or 230. But yeah. So yeah, there it is. The ICE 4 pack, which costs $5 US. I think it's a cool pack. I definitely do recommend getting this pack over just the standalone versions of the ICE 4 because they're ultimately just better value. Oh, that light effect looks really bad. What the heck? Yeah, better value for money. Because as opposed to paying $3 for one train, you get $5 for 5 trains. So ultimately, I think the package is just better value. And fingers crossed we get an editor at some point, so this way we can drive this train on more routes. Because really, at the moment, the only route here in Trainz Simulator that's suitable for this train is the route they're driving it right now, the Europe High Speed. But hopefully we do get the editing tools at some point, so this way we can make more high-speed routes to drive this thing on. Another Fortune 1000. Yeah. Germany meets Italy. Okay, so a little bit too quick there, but yeah. Better to be safe than sorry. Alrighty. Well, here you are at Helsingborg. Okay, bit of break. Alright, had a bit of a jump cut there as Mom's just gone back from wherever she went. Actually, got back quicker than I expected. Yeah, so I figured while she was out I would record this video, but yeah, she just returned. Oh well, video's about to come to an end anyway, as we are now just cruising along to the... Jeez, we have to go really slow here though. Do we have to go this slow? Come on. But yeah, ICE4. Yeah, nice pack, nice train. Is that clock supposed to be an for Big Ben? I don't know. Oh, some workmen there. Oh, is that why we're going so slow? Yep, background noises because of course Mom's just back, but yeah. Oh well, like I said, video's about to come to an end, so yeah. Alrighty. So, oh, that's the, I think that's the European flag there. Just letting them know that we are indeed in Europe. And that's it. Oh. Okay, I hate these brakes. There we go. That's why I typically don't drive with electric, or with, realistic mode, but there you go. Oh, doors open by any chance? I think they do, actually. Alright, well, the mission completed. Alrighty. Oh, the doors do in fact open. There you go. They even sound realistic. Okay, I think they might be broken. Are you gonna close? I don't know. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next. Oh, the doors are closing. Yeah, finally. Alright. See you. Yeah, once again, see you in whatever I make next.